Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Carmen Bryant. Happy Friday. Don't know when you're going to get the video, but happy Friday to those of you that are tuning in on Friday. And you guys ready? Well, let's do this. So as you see in the title, it's the narcissist footprint. What are we talking about when we're talking about the narcissist footprint? Well, let's talk about this for just a minute, okay? You know that a footprint is an impression. You can have an impression in the ground, and in this situation, an impression in your life. That's why I tell you guys, there are some people, you have to remember that a narcissist does not always get their prey. There are some people that decide to give you advice. You have to watch out of those coaches, those content creators, even sometimes therapists, that have really never had a real experience and have been mesmerized by a narcissist, because not all people are impressed by a narcissist. That's why it seems like a narcissist always gets what they want, but they don't always get what they want. And there are some people that have had an experience with a narcissist, but they did not magnetize their heart. They did not win their heart. They weren't interested in the narcissist. The narcissist, found them in their mind a suitable prey, but that possible supply was not interested in them. And so they were not magnetized. They did not leave an impression in that supply's heart or in their soul, because the supply just wasn't interested, and for some people that give advice to those people that have been affected by a narcissist, because that narcissist got into their heart, got into their soul, has left a footprint or an imprint in their soul and in their life, those are the people that can tell you some things. But the ones that don't have that experience, meaning that, well, you can get away, you can just break up, you can get away from them, or, it's not that serious. Narcissists don't do that much damage. That's because of the fact that they did not make an imprint in their life. They got away because they weren't interested. But had they shown interest in that narcissist, had they allowed their heart to be mesmerized by that narcissist, they would have had an imprint in their heart as well. So when we're talking about imprints, or when we're talking about impression in your soul, we're talking about being with a narcissist to a point where they have changed your life and your perspective about relationships and people. You've seen a darker side of people that you didn't think existed. And for some people, they don't believe the extent of damage that can be done by one individual. Most people say, well, you just have to get away from them. You have to break up. You have to let it go. That is a relationship that may not, or a situationship that may not be dealing with a person that has a mental illness. And in this case, the mental illness being a personality disorder. And this particular personality disorder, they look perfectly normal. Well, some of them look normal, sound normal, look good, smell good, are good at manipulating, and good at convincing, and good at, convincing you to believe their lie. They're good salesmen. Those companies that have good pitches or have good, they do have people that work in a department for marketing that understand human psychology. And, but it's like a walking billboard. That narcissist is a walking billboard to be able to pull you in and make a sale real quick. And once they have grabbed a hold or have mesmerized you, it's like, remember Mowgli and the snake on the Jungle Book, where the snake's eyes were, hypnotizing him? That's like a narcissist, that snake that hypnotizes you, because they sell you a lie. And because of certain things in your life, you want to believe the good in people. This just happened to be one of those people that mama should have told us about, or daddy should have told us about. You can't believe everybody. Don't believe everything everybody says. And when we're talking about these impressions in your life, they have left a scar, a mark, an imprint, a footprint, a thumbprint in your soul. And some of you are dealing with fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Some of you who have come out of these situations, you're always in fight mode. And so you're always very sensitive, because of what you have been through. You're on hypersensitive, meaning hypersensitive. I got to fight. Every year. I got to fight. I got to prove myself. I got to fight. And a lot of you are fighting all the time. So sometimes you're confused, because remember, they isolate you from people that can help you. And they twist things around. What's good is bad and what's bad is good. So they twist things around. Everybody hates you. You get isolated. They get you away from people that can have a mark in your life, a positive influence in your life to get you away from them, especially those people that are not afraid of that narcissist and will call that narcissist out. That can cause major narcissistic injury are the people that they get you away from. They isolate you away from. And so you begin to think that everyone is out to get you. I can't trust nobody. No one is out to get me. And you have to remember that the narcissist doesn't develop anything new. They take what they see from other people and they use it in a negative way. And the thing is that there are people that come in your life that are in leadership positions, that have boundaries, that won't allow you to push them or, push their boundaries. And for you, just like that narcissist, that's the most painful thing you can ever experience, because of the fact that boundaries are uncomfortable for a narcissist. And so boundaries may be uncomfortable for you because of the fact that you have learned to manipulate to get your needs met as well. And so when you run into a person, a therapist, a coach that won't allow you to push their boundaries, that won't allow you to manipulate and will call you out, they begin to hurt you and in your mind hurt you because you won't allow me to have my way. You're just like the narcissist. You won't let me have my way, or you're hurting me because, and it's not that you're not thinking that you're just like the narcissist. What you're thinking is that you're hurting me because I can't manipulate you into getting what I want, manipulate you and emotionally manipulate you into getting what I want from you. And so those people hurt you. That's a thumbprint. That's a footprint. People that are there to help you and will call you out and will address you and call you out in your denial, will address you and tell you the truth and won't move. I'm not going to change what I say. It is what it is. Narcissists don't ever change. That person does not love you. But I know, but I've met them. No, and then for some people, you play victim. That's the only way that you can get your ways. You play victim, but you don't understand what I've been through. Okay, you've been through that, and most of us have been through that, but what are you going to do to change that? You don't care about me, and you're abusing me, and you don't understand because people with mental health illnesses and emotional problems, and you won't allow them, all because of the fact that I won't let you do something, all because of the fact that I stand by what I say. You have to think that's a fight mode. You're always in fight mode. Someone says something that you don't like, you're always in the fight mode. You have something to say. Someone appears or triggers you. A lot of people react off of trigger, not respond. They react off of triggers, and you're ready to fight. You're ready to cuss folks out. You're ready to point your finger. You're ready. I've got something to say. You go to the bank. They tell you they close at 5. What do you mean you close at 5? I just walked in here. It's 4:49. Okay, but we're closing. That's why we're getting people out of here. So it's about, so you're discriminating against me. No, it's 4:49. The tellers are getting ready to get off. Always in fight mode. Always ready to fight. You're always, and I'm just talking to who I'm talking to. You're always offended. Everybody offends you. That is stuff that you need to go to therapy and need to address because you're being triggered at everything. You don't want to be triggered at everything. You want help. You got to get some therapy. Then you have flight. Those people that hate confrontation. Well, in life, everything is not a fight. Confrontation, the word confrontation sounds like you're always going to fight. Confrontation also means having to confront things that is uncomfortable. And to have to address things that are uncomfortable puts you in a position of fear. You're afraid because every time you dealt with that narcissist, you're always having to confront, and they were confrontational, fighting confrontational, make you feel bad, always dogging you out, always having something negative to say, and you hate confrontation. So you will rather fight, flight. You much rather flight. You much rather get away from the issue than to go into it and address the issue. That's why sometimes you have a hard time advocating for yourself and advocating for your children, because I just don't want drama. I don't want all that because that's anxiety invoking, and your nerves are shot. Flight. So fight, flight, freeze. Some of you get to a point where you know what you want to say and how you want to say it, but the narcissist is a bully. And so when they bully you and they're loud and the whole purpose of that when you have a bully is to scare you, to make themselves bigger than what they really are, to threaten you, to make you back up off of them. And so you freeze, and everything that you want to say you draw a blank. There's a blank. You cannot think of until after it's over with and things have calmed down. Then you think about what you should have said. So you freeze, and it's hard because I always freeze. I can't even advocate. So fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Fawn meaning that I will just appeal to them. I will appease them to make them stop harassing me. I'll appease to them so that this confrontation thing go away. And that's what the narcissist does. Get you into an appeasement mode, to appease someone, to just, give that child what they want so they'll stop making all that noise, just like the narcissist. So that is a big footprint that has been left in your life, and this is how you're reacting and not responding.